welcome back to the San Antonio Zoo. My name is Heather, and I'm here to guide you through a gentle flow again. Let's reconnect internally first, as always. But I always like to give my shout out. And Belinda from the Will Smith Zoo School, thank you for liking my shout outs. And you have also encouraged me to give a shout out to all of the teachers working from home right now. I know it's been kind of a crazy time for a lot of us in so many different ways. But what I really wanted to focus on today is, what is working for you? What do you truly love? What are you grateful for? So we are going to focus a lot on gratitude today, and I had to wear my love shirt because for small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. Carl Sagan. Let's begin in a comfortable seat. Ground down, get comfortable. You move your cushions out of the way if you need to. You can sit on a blanket to get your hips higher than your knees. It's all about being comfortable and content with exactly where you are right here, right now. You can close your eyes here. There's a lot of beauty in closing your eyes. I know the view is beautiful. We have the giraffes today and some of their friends. But when you do close your eyes, it will help calm your body down. You actually will engage more with your alpha brainwaves. So if you're feeling anxious with the uncertainty and everything that's going on, you can close your eyes. It may help calm you down a bit more. And then you can focus more on your breath, the movement of your body as you're breathing, and the sensations that you are experiencing. You get to relax everything. Unhinge your jaw. Soften those little tiny muscles around your eyes, your nose, and your mouth. Just notice your breath. Let it be the only thing you are paying attention to. On your next inhale, notice your belly, your abdomen opening up, expanding. As you exhale, see if you can unravel and let go a little more. Relax your abdomen. Inhale, belly rises, rib cage expands, and your chest lifts. Exhale, release a little more. Letting go of any tension, stress, pain. On your next big inhale, fill yourself up completely. Let the crown of your head go higher to the sky. Make your neck as long as some of these friends' necks back here. Exhale and release. You have nowhere else to be, nothing else to do, but right here, right now. This is a good time to set an intention for yourself. Maybe there is a mantra you like to repeat to bring yourself back home when you're feeling overwhelmed. One of my favorites is, I choose to feel peaceful and calm. So what we're doing is we are rewiring our brain. No matter what's happening on the outside here, we can still tune in to that peaceful space. Find something that you want to focus on. Perhaps thinking about all of the things that are truly working out well for you. The opportunity for us to slow down and be more present and aware of what may need to be shifting in our lives. Not just for now, but in the long run. By doing that, we are unwrapping the gifts of our life. These gifts might be buried underneath all of the stress we've been feeling during this time, but let's unwrap those gifts. On your next inhale, reach your arms out and up. Let's bring in some gentle movement at first. Exhale, twist over towards the left. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. Left hand on right knee, right hand behind you. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center and up, get longer. Exhale over to the right. One more each side. Inhale, get long, breathe deeply. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale back to center. Inhale through your nose. Bring your hands to your chest, open your mouth, and exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, arms out and up. Open your mouth, palms come to your heart. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, out and up. Exhale, open your mouth. Feel that release. Two more, right like that, just like that. Whether you've set that mantra for yourself or not, with your hands at your heart, thank yourself for showing up. And thank you to all of your teachers working so hard from home. You are certainly missed. You are certainly not forgotten. But don't forget to also take care of yourself. You're always offering so much to others, all of the children in your schools. Let's focus on some self-care today, so that you can serve others better. We're going to work on some abs today. So a lot of core stuff, or some core stuff. Kind of keeping it short and sweet today. We're going to spin over onto our mats, feet at the bottom of our mat. Keep your feet planted on the mat, knees bent. And we are slowly going to bring our arms out to be parallel with the floor. And then slowly lower all the way down. With a flat back, lift your chest, shoulders stay on your back. Feel the difference. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a full body stretch here. You can stretch from side to side, grasping onto one wrist at a time. point and flex your feet. Come back to center when you're ready. Draw both knees up towards your chest. Another opportunity for you to love yourself and hug yourself. Hug your knees in and roll side to side. A lot of low back pain I hear about these days, for me included. Let's love on our bodies when they're not feeling so great. Come back to center and extend your legs again. You're going to clasp your hands at the back of your head here. You're going to bend your right knee and draw it up in front of you. Walk your shoulders back a little bit. Tuck your chin. Lift your head up slightly. We're using the core here. You can stay here, or you can hover that left leg as well. Inhale, prepare, and then exhale, cross over. Left elbow comes on the outside of your right knee. Inhale back. Exhale, come on up. Let's do 10 of those, so 8 more, synchronizing your breath with your movement. Using your core here, not necessarily your arms, not your neck, not your shoulders. Feel the strength coming from your center. Tap into your Ujjayi breath, inhales and exhales through the nose, relaxing your face, relaxing your jaw. After your 10 or so, you can slowly begin to release. Extend both legs, windshield wiper your feet, and take a little break here. Perhaps you've noticed your heart rate rise a little bit. And then we'll move over to the other side. Flex your right foot. Your whole leg is active here, almost like you're standing on that right leg. Bend your left knee and draw it close to your body. Chin tucked, bring your hands to clasp behind your head, and then walk those shoulders back a little bit. Nice extension. You can begin to lift your shoulders off the mat. And then if you want to increase the strengthening, hover that right leg off the mat. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, right elbow on the outside of your left knee. Use your breath to move you through. Slow and steady. Enjoy that journey and get the most benefits out of that. Slow movement. 100% awareness to right here, right now. After your 10, slowly begin to lower yourself all the way down. Extend both legs. Reach up overhead, see if you can get longer. And then we'll become human bananas here because it's fun and it's a really great opportunity for us to get a nice stretch on the front of our bodies and our side waists here. So with your arms stretched up overhead, begin to walk your feet over towards the right side of your mat, maybe towards the corner there. And then send your arms over to the right as well. You can grab opposite elbows here if that works for you. Keep your shoulders and your hips square on your mat. Getting a nice side body stretch on your entire left side. So you can gently tug on that left elbow with your right hand. Use your breath to help you feel what's happening internally. And make any shifts that you need to. You may notice that you unravel more and more with each breath. And if you want to take it a little bit deeper, one of my favorite students at 5 Points, Amanda, taught me this one. You can cross your left ankle on your right and see if that intensifies that side stretch on the left. Relaxing into the movement. Letting gravity work with us here, so you get to relax and just breathe. Fresh, healing oxygen to serve you well. Spring cleaning from the inside. Come back to center when you're ready. Notice the difference. Get your shoulders and your hips square on your mat. And then begin to walk those both feet, walk your feet over towards the left. And then take your arms over towards the left as well. Try to keep that right shoulder down as well as the left. And you can grab opposite elbows here if that serves you well. Slow and steady breaths here. Perhaps gently tugging on that right elbow with your left hand. And if you tried it on the other side and you want to work on increasing the stretch here, try crossing your ankles. Right one over your left this time. Slowly come back to center when you're feeling ready. Draw both feet to your mat by bending your knees. We'll do a spinal twist that I haven't shared with you yet. One of my favorites. Lift your left leg, cross it over your right. So you're crossing your legs. You might even take your toes around that right leg. You're going to press the right foot into your mat and send your hips to the left. And then you're going to drop your knees over towards the right. You can use your right hand on the outside of your left knee. Send your upper body back so that you can gaze towards your left fingertips. Trying to keep our shoulders square here. And again, we're working with gravity. So if something doesn't feel right, step back. It takes a lot of breath and time to unravel parts of our body that are not used to a sensation like this. If this works for you, I am really thrilled. If you're not loving this so much, just bring both knees and work with what you've got. Spinal twist to help release a lot of things we've been storing that we don't need. Slowly begin to come back to center when you've had enough time there. Centering yourself on your mat. And then slowly lifting your right leg high. Oh, we got a new mic in today. Whoop, whoop. Right leg high, cross it over your left leg. Maybe your toes want to wrap all the way around. Press your left foot into your mat to lift your hips. You're going to send your hips to the right and then put them down. Bring your right arm out like a T. Gaze towards those fingertips to engage the neck. And then your left hand can come on the outside of your right knee. And then you'll let your knees just begin to drop on over towards the left. The animals here are rooting for you. Slow, steady breaths. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Feel the opening with each breath. Maybe your knee will come closer to the mat. Maybe those shoulders will square off a little bit more. Just a couple more breaths here. And then slowly begin to unravel. Come back to center. Separate your feet the width of your mat and windshield wiper your knees this time. Loving on the low back. Since I'm loving being grounded down right here, right now, and I sprained my ankle in yesterday morning's class, I'm kind of liking being here. And I have another great idea. Let's do a little bridge flow. So bring your feet parallel to one another, heels right alongside your bum. See if you could reach your hands there and find your heels. Bring your hands onto your belly and scoop your tailbone. Notice how your low back makes connection with your mat. Low back touching your mat as you scoop your tailbone. And then bring your arms along your sides here. Take a big inhale. And then exhale. Press into your feet. Lift your hips. Inhale down to hover those hips. Exhale, push on up. Inhale down. Exhale up. It's another hinging-like motion here. So do a handful more, maybe close to 10 on your own, using your breath to synchronize with your movement, and notice if you're able to lift those hips a little higher the further you go. In your mind's eye, imagine you have a block between your knees. So we are holding that block tightly between our knees, really engaging our inner thighs, engaging our glutes here. Chin is slightly tucked, head and shoulders relaxed. And then you also now have the option to incorporate your arms as well. So if you're ready, on your next breath, inhale, push up. Bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your arms back down. So now it's kind of like a bridge flow. And I've been using that word a lot because I love the flow in the way we're moving our bodies with our breath. But it also reminds me that we're being asked to go with the flow in our lives right now in this current situation. The less we resist the reality, the easier we can navigate through the uncertainty. We are shifting energy in the body here, connecting with that inner peace, that inner calm that is always available to you. A couple more just like this. And then when you are ready for a simple movement. That's a nice workout, right? I think I got a cramp in my leg here. Lift your feet up towards the sky and rotate your ankles here. One way and then the other. And let's take a happy baby. So after you've moved your ankles around, bend your knees and reach for the outsides of your feet. Whether you're coming through the inner legs, your inner thighs, or reaching from the outside, find what works best for you. And remember, we're not just trying to get our feet. If this is not accessible for you, you can use straps. Use a strap so that you're still getting that hip opening motion without having to push through it. And if you've gotten here easy peasy, think about sending your low back down towards your mat now. And notice the deeper opening in the hips here. Take a few deep breaths here. And then do what your happy baby likes to do. I like to bend one leg at a time. This is a nice stretch. You can roll back and forth, getting a nice lumbar spine massage. I think we have a lot to learn from the children in our lives right now. I hope all of you are enjoying your extra time you might be having with them. Enjoying the joy that they can bring into our lives. The carefree excitement. Let's follow their lead. When you're done, come back to center and begin to rock forward and back. Get a nice back massage. We'll do some more core here. We're going to come up into Navasana, boat pose, but test your balance in the meantime. Getting a nice massage for the back. When you come to the center, maybe you just balance on your toes, lift your chest, shoulders stay behind you. Hi, friends. Super cute. All right, when you're ready and you want to test your balance here, begin to lift one foot and then the other. Bring your arms alongside your body parallel with the floor. And then you may begin to straighten your legs perhaps. Now make sure you're not sinking into the low back here. Draw your navel towards your thighs. Lift your chest. Keep your shoulders behind you. And then, since it is boat pose, it is Navasana, we're going to bring our hands to our heart and we are going to paddle. Paddle, 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 paddle. Getting those obliques side to side. See if you can keep your body still. Use the muscles in your core. Keep your heart lifted. And then another challenge for you. If you're wanting to try some more balance, slowly come back on up. Draw your knees in. Reach for your big toes. Peace fingering big toes. Maybe balance on those seat bones that you have worked so hard at grounding down on. Lift your chest. I'm always throwing random things out there for you to try. It's self-inquiry time. Have fun with it and try around with anything you'd like. Please leave me a message if you have any questions, if you'd like some other ideas. Now, I think it's time to say goodbye. But I would love for you to lay down into Shavasana so that all of your hard work can get organized and get to where it needs to be. We have shifted a lot of energy. Please stay hydrated. Bring yourself into Shavasana. Reclining mountain pose when you're ready. Arms out at your sides, palms face up. You can bend your arms, press your elbows into the mat, lift your heart, send your shoulders behind you, underneath you, and then let your back down. Tuck your chin, let your head rest gently. Let your toes flop out. You get to be here as long as you would like to. Focus on your breath. Begin to focus on those things that are working so well for you. Those things that you are loving. Unravel those gifts. They might be a little bit easier for you to see now that you have shifted that energy. Remember, for small creatures such as we, the vastness is bearable only through love. Carl Sagan. Namaste, and I'll see you tomorrow.